Girathnak ibirathnan, Ivarek kon deshteni. Maleakir. There. We've entered dead space. While I wait for the hyperdrive core to recharge, the ship's getting all set in autopilot. Navigation and trackers don't even work in these dark zones. So, even if there was someone still alive who still knew you existed, not even they could find you out here. But what am I saying? The Kavari's analysis of your world showed that your kind hadn't even mastered interstellar travel. You don't even have a chance. So, there really isn't a place for you anymore. And you really are the last of your kind. Now, are you ready to accept that? Or is the realization that everything you knew is just stardust now too traumatic for you to possibly recover? Should have thought of that before your kind decided to destroy your own planet. Perhaps, if you had preserved your own world for a year longer, the Kavari occupation could have fixed your little resource and destruction issues. We've traveled to every planet in our own Novaros system, occupying, managing, and placing the planet under Kavari Novaran control. We've helped planets on the brink of destruction before, and because of our leadership, saved them from themselves. However, your planet was too far gone by the time we arrived. You were unfortunate enough to not have the chance for a Kavari occupation over your planet before your people decided to kill themselves with greed. But I assume you're probably not too fond of the idea of a new and strict alien control invasion. But you're in no place to argue with me. You're essentially a captive of mine with no home to run back to now. So honestly, what else do you have? Whatever you did have, it's all gone, and it's never coming back. And because of me, you're still alive to dwell on that. So, you have no other place to go to, other than this ship, now. And you'll live as one of my possessions. Do I make myself clear, Stardust? Yes, Stardust. Because it's what you would have been if I wasn't curious and intrigued enough to save your life. So as far as I'm concerned, that's your name now. Anyone else who knew your real name is already dead. And I kind of own you. Again, no place to argue. And even if you could, what are you to me? A trained, lethal soldier and scout of the strongest nation in the entire galaxy. To what? A random person seemingly snagged from their inevitable death? You might just be the luckiest person alive, then. You could have been taken by someone with less kind intentions. But if you still don't want to accept that you're mine now, I can always find some scum of the galaxy to sell you to if I'm just too horrid to live under. Well, face it. You no longer have anything but what I give you. And you'll be grateful lest I decide to take it away. It's your life now. Accept it. You weren't given a choice. Now, that's enough dwelling in the past. Your people's avarice is what got them obliterated. You can take all the time you need to mourn, but I will not clutter my thoughts with the loss of idiocy from this universe. It will be a while before all the hyperdrive systems are ready to jump to the next leg of our journey, back to Novaros. So, in the meantime, I require actual entertainment. I'm not one for idle boredom. What? I didn't just take you away from your death just to look at you. You're still a living creature, and so you'll at least bring something useful to the table besides just being pleasing to look at. Yes, and who knows? Maybe it will be a nice distraction from the dread of your current reality. Fine then. I'll just begin. Here. Get off the floor like an animal and sit in the chair. I own you, but not as a pet. You're just a nice little collector's item. And with that, I want to know what I risked my life to obtain. What are you, Stardust? Like your species. Or, well, what was your species? I've never seen a creature look quite as exquisite as you. Is that what you all looked like, or is it only you that looks like this? Well, I've helped with the occupation of multiple star systems, and I've never come across something I liked enough to take it from its own world. Huh. Interesting. Your intriguing looks will make you just that much more valuable. And rare, I guess now. You've probably already heard, but I'm what you call a Kavari, one of the two major species that govern over the Novaros system, the other being the Tereth. While the Kavari are the military of our people who actually get shit done around the galaxy, the Tereth are a bunch of glorified bureaucrats who believe in peaceful alliance rather than necessary conquest. The difference is, if the Tereth had their way, more planets would end up like yours rather than our way of saving them. And where we are headed right now is my home planet, Novaros Prime, the glowing world. Once there, I'll receive new orders from the Kavari Senate, and we'll be off to our next scouting destination. And now, I have you to keep the ship warm. It's not fun going on month-long journeys with nothing but my own thoughts to occupy me. Now that you're here, I at least have something to entertain me. Whether you be miserable or content with your new life, either way, I can find some form of distraction with you. So get comfortable, Stardust. You've never been off your own world before. And now, you're going to see everything this black ocean has to offer.